Hello everyone and welcome to another little travel video. So at the moment I'm actually all the way up in Townsville, which is really beautiful. I think the average temperature up here at the moment for winter, mind you, is about, I don't know, it's been between about 17 and like 28 degrees. So like pretty perfect. Still been swimming, not complaining with that at all. And at the moment, as you can probably see, I do have my swimmers on. That is because I am at the Riverway Lagoons, which is just on the side of Townsville. But I've been having an awesome time here. We have been here for a couple days already, and I literally just have not had the chance to film anything because it's been so hectic. And I know I say that all the time, but literally it's just so busy. Like I just want to do everything and see everything, so I don't get the chance to stop too much and just chill out. But seeing as we have been here for those couple days already, I wanted to just like now show you and talk about a few of my favorite spots here and tell you what we got up to and what like you should visit if you come here, because these were the ones I really enjoyed. So still at the moment, as you would have seen in my previous videos, I am traveling with my parents, which has been absolutely awesome. And we're staying at Rose Bay, just all together there, which has actually like been so much more relaxing than Airlie Beach. It's really chilled and we have lots of space there. So it's like a really good part of Townsville to stay in. It's probably like a 15-minute walk to the Strand, which is like, again, the whole waterfront area. So yeah, that's where we're staying, and obviously from there the first spot we did go to check out was the Strand, because if you know Townsville at all, that's obviously like a really iconic part of Townsville. It's the part that runs along the water. There's lots of beautiful little like beachy like areas. They're not bays but just different sections of the beach. There's like lifeguards patrolling it, there's little water parks, there's cafes, there's all sorts of things. And then there is like a beautiful big rock pool. I think it's literally called the Rockpool down one end, with a fish and chip shop and everything there. And as well from that end you can walk up to the Jezzine Barracks, which is the all the military history of Townsville, and as well the military museum is just up from that section and like a 10-minute walk from us, so super gorgeous and super worth checking out. But the Strand is an absolute must if you're coming to Townsville. Like anyone who lives here would know that or has visited. It's like the really gorgeous part on the water. You have to check that one out. Now from the Strand we went up to Castle Rock, and Castle Rock is the big rock hill formation right in the middle of Townsville. Literally driving in here you cannot miss it. It's pretty iconic. Everyone again in Townsville obviously knows this, and it's a really popular walking track. But we wanted to get up there for sunset, so we drove it. I think it's about 2-3 kilometers, something like that. Has little walking tracks all through it. It's a really major thing that people obviously do here all the time, but again, like we just drove up there because I didn't have time for that. I'm not hiking up another mountain right now. If you've seen my other videos, I'm always out hiking somewhere. Not today. We're gonna drive this one. There's a road, we're gonna drive it. So anyway, we went up there for sunset. We were almost right on time, which was really beautiful, because I feel like we haven't actually got to stop and see many of the sunsets, many of the sunsets too many places, just because it's like you're trying to get into your camp before dark and everything like that. So it was a really beautiful spot up there. And actually we also had the supermoon on that night and the blood moon, which was really incredible. So basically your supermoon is when the moon is like closest in its orbit to the earth, but it's also basically full. So it was an incredible view. We had the sun going down on one side and the supermoon rising on the other side, ready for the eclipse. So obviously there were tons of people up there like going to check it out, but it was an incredible vantage point over the city. Like even normally up there you'd have all the city lights, everything like that. Like super gorgeous spot to go check out.
This is Laura taking a picture of the full moon.
Supermoon tonight.
Sorry, supermoon. It's coming up, it's rising over Castle Hill in Townsville.
Now another spot you might like to check out is the Museum of Tropical Queensland. This is like a really big museum, I guess similar to the Brisbane Museum if you've been there, but it has a heap of different exhibits. At the moment they had like ancient Rome as well as a bunch of tropical Queensland stuff. I think it cost about $15 entry, but we spent like 4 hours or so there. Like it's super easy to spend a day there and kill some time, but also really interesting. The ladies there were really helpful. and it was just like a pretty interesting spot to visit. So if you want to do that, obviously our first choice was the Reef Aquarium, but unfortunately it's shut at the moment. That would have been really awesome to check out, at least I feel. But yeah, it is shut, I think for maintenance work or something like that at the moment. I think they had a grant to do some work. So yeah, we visited the museum, which was still really beautiful, but something different you might want to check out, and especially if you want to know a bit more about the area or just enjoy museums, that sort of thing. So that one was definitely pretty cool. But then obviously today, yeah, we are back at, or I am at least back at the Strand going for a swim. The water is a little bit chilly, and when I say it's a little bit chilly, it's probably like 27 degrees, like just not in the water right now, so it shouldn't be too bad, but it's been really beautiful. Now, aside from going for a swim, if you actually head like into the city, it feels like a really safe city. It feels kind of like an old city, but there's really beautiful spots, like all the trees at night have the fairy lights in them, which I absolutely love. That is so gorgeous. But also if you go for a walk through, I'm not sure what the street's called, I will find out, but like the main block of the city anyway, there's a street art trail which has some absolutely incredible works there. There's a whole bunch of them, like everything from like this big crocodile and turtle to like people's faces, all sorts of things for you to check out there, which are actually really incredibly done. So that is well worth doing, going on that little street walk. But yeah, then as I said, today I'm obviously down at the lagoon trying to go for a swim. This is another beautiful like free public facility garden. Like these are just in the gardens behind me, and then the water is just over there. But yeah, it follows right along the Ross River. Obviously I don't think you can swim in that, like there's lots of turtles and fish and everything, which is still pretty cool to look at. But yeah, the lagoons are free and everyone can go swim there. The water's a little bit chilly, but still super nice. Okay, so I think that is just about all that I have been up to in Townsville over these last couple of days. Definitely come check it out. I love this city myself. I think it's really beautiful. I'm not sure I could live here purely because of like how hot it gets in summer, but at least in winter it is absolutely gorgeous. So probably my top picks, at least for me because I love the water, I would say absolutely the Strand, absolutely Riverway Lagoons, and definitely go check out the street art just because they're the sort of things I love. But they'd be my top picks for Townsville. Now obviously I have loved it and I'm staying here again tonight, but super exciting, I'm actually headed out to the island tomorrow, to Magnetic Island, which is just off the coast of Townsville. I think it's about 8 kilometers out. We're getting a ferry out there and we're going to spend a few nights there. So I'll let you know how that goes as well. But this has been my little Townsville adventure and the things I've loved here. So I would definitely recommend it. I have really enjoyed it, and I do honestly love Townsville. So if you guys are from Townsville yourself, or you've traveled through here, just know the area, anything like that, feel free to let me know about some other places that we should check out here or anything like that. Any places headed a bit further up, I would love to know so I can go check them out. But as I said, I will head off to Magnetic Island soon, and I'll catch you with that video when I get around to it. But I'll see you guys then.